We all know the classic movie trope. A fugitive needs to vanish, so they pack a bag, move to a new city, change their name, and simply fade into the crowd. For decades, that trick actually worked. If you put enough physical distance between yourself and your past, the trail went cold. Take November 8, 2002. A brazen heist hit the Lohamandi area of Agra, where thieves made off with 1.75 lakh rupees in cash. Police quickly tracked down and arrested two of the accomplices, but the primary suspect, a man named Samuel, slipped through the cracks. By cutting his physical ties and moving out of the local police's jurisdiction, he severed his paper trail. Without digital records, investigators had no mathematical way to catch a ghost. The authorities put a 50,000 rupee bounty on his head, but their only lead was a single, low-resolution photograph. When you're on the run, time becomes the ultimate natural disguise. A person's weight fluctuates, and skin loses its elasticity. As the timeline stretched into a quarter of a century, the man in that single photograph ceased to exist. Samuel became a permanently cold case. Traditional physical policing relies entirely on human recognition, and the human brain simply cannot scan millions of faces across an entire subcontinent to find someone who no longer looks like their own mugshot. Fast forward nearly 25 years, the Agra Police pull the dead-end file and hand that lone, degraded photograph over to an artificial intelligence system. To fix the picture, the software uses generative age progression, mapping the face by locking on to key nodes like cheekbones and jawlines. The algorithm then calculates how that geometry degrades over decades, predicting skin elasticity loss and simulating fat redistribution. The system outputs several highly probable synthetic profiles showing what Samuel is mathematically likely to look like in the modern day. By digitally fast-forwarding his aging process, the algorithm bypassed his greatest defense. The physical disguise of time was stripped away. But generating a modern face is only half the battle. Now investigators had to find a match among hundreds of millions of active internet users. They deployed web-scraping algorithms to hunt through public social media platforms, comparing the AI-generated profiles against oceans of uploaded images. The software relies entirely on facial geometry. It ignores superficial changes like beards, glasses, or weight gain, and instead measures immutable bone structure proportions, like the exact millimeter distance between the pupils. Eventually, the system triggered an alert. It flagged a high-probability geometric match hidden deep within a modern social media platform. Samuel had lived under a different name and a different look for decades, but surface-level changes are useless against a system measuring the permanent mathematics of the human skull. That single social media match shattered his digital cover. Investigators quickly mapped out his online footprint, revealing his modern family connections and identifying registered assets. The investigation reached a turning point when a record surfaced from a Delhi traffic camera, a challan issued to a vehicle registered in his wife's name. That specific fine pinned his virtual profile to a physical location, giving investigators a fixed starting point on a map. Armed with this location, police traveled to the densely packed Nangloi area of Delhi. They staked out the neighborhood for an entire month to verify the data before finally moving in to make the arrest. After 25 years of meticulously evading human detectives, Samuel was brought down by the automated, invisible sensor of a traffic light. Samuel was relying on an evasion strategy designed for 2002, a plan that collapsed when confronted by the capabilities of 2026. Today's dragnet spans massive interconnected systems. Automated traffic grids, public registries, and family photo albums are continuously being scraped and cross-referenced by artificial intelligence. We've now reached a point in our highly connected society where the concept of the clean slate is functionally obsolete. For law enforcement, the math is shifting. The statute of limitations on hiding physically is rapidly approaching zero. As digital footprints become permanent and algorithms strip away the biological disguise of aging, no cold case is truly closed. You can no longer disappear.